Welcome to the first lecture for the report writing for the Department of Statistics. In this course, we are interested in studying how to write a statistical report and the qualifications for writing the report by using the statistical techniques. First of all, we will define what is the report writing. Report writing is creating an account or statement that describes in detail an event, situation, or occurrence, usually the results of observation or inquiry. Report writing is different from other forms of writing. Why? This is because it only includes facts, not opinion or judgment of the writer. You should know this very well, that it's not on your opinion, it's just that facts that we write in the statistical report is facts only. The most common form of report writing is academic report writing. The academic report writing focuses on summarizing the process of conducting research, such as the materials used, the process of testing, the observed results. So, this kind of report usually includes the hypothesis or the statement regarding the expected outcome of the research. Now we are interested in the outcome of our research, so we write it in a statistical way. As we are interested in this part by introducing the statistical report. To write a perfect report, you should take into account the features of good report. First, the report should meet the brief and address the objectives. Number two, the report should use an appropriate and logical structure. Number three, your report should be consistent in style and the application of formatting. Number four, the good report presents clear finding with a strong conclusion. Number five, the very good report is accurate and free of errors, and this is a very important point. Number six, you should use tables, graphs, and text which is appropriate. Number seven, provide your relevant context and around the statistical findings, and this point which is related to our statistical report writing. A very important question that we should answer that how to write a statistical report. The statistical report that we are interested in our part should have two main points. The first one, deciding who you are writing for, which is a very important point, because you may write your report for the HR department, for the statistics department, so you should first deciding who you are writing for. Then take on your account that the shorter report is better, not the longer one. Now we will list the sections which are often used to include the statistical report. The first is the list of contents. This list allows the reader to gain an overview of what is contained in the documents. And we quick locate the sections they may wish to read. Just look to the list of contents, make a quick decision for what he wants to read. Number two is abstract. Abstract is a brief summary of the report and the conclusions. The aim of the abstract is to make the reader understand what the report is all about. In abstract, use ordinary and non-statistical language. Take care, in the abstract, we use non-statistical language. Section 3, maybe you can use the introduction or can get your introduction. In introduction, you answer the following questions, which are: what is the problem? What is the structure of the report? In answering this question, you should use an ordinary and non-statistical language also. Section 4. The aim of the report that you write. The aim of the report is short and the precise description of the goal of the report. The fifth section, which is the survey method. In this section, a systematic account of how statistical methods you have used and why they are chosen. This section represents the main body for the statistical report. In this section, we put what is the methods that we use and why we choose this method and not use another method. So this part discusses who has been included in the survey and why. If you make a survey for teenagers, you should include the ages, the genders, and why you choose teenagers. All this are discussed in section 4, which is the survey method. The core material, the source of material or the list from which respondents from the target population were drawn. Also, this included in the section. So, if we choose a teenagers in the College of Commercial in Penha, you should discuss this in this section and why you choose these respondents and how many people were surveyed, how they are conducted, if you are phone, mails, face-to-face interview, and the method of data collection also should represented in this section. Section number 6, which is the statistical results. This is the main body of the statistical report that contains the details of the survey results. So, if you are in statistical department in your company, you will go direct to this section to know what is the statistical result for the survey. In this section, you should consider the structure of according to the objectives of the project, and rather than by questions order. Now we are interested in this section by our object and the aim of the survey. So we will refer back to the research objectives and ensure they are all covered. Continue the section 6 for writing a statistical report. In section 6 only, we'll write in a way that will convey the result without overwhelming or boring the reader. Comparing the survey results and subgroup using the confidence interval. This is a tool for and the statistical technique used to compare the survey results. It's correct in this section to say that one result is lower or higher than the other one if the two results are statistically different. If the two results look different, but they are not statistically different, it's not correct to state that the one is higher or lower than. Remember that this is a statistical technique that's not your own opinion or judgment about the statistical survey. It can be tempted to looking at percentages and make comparison statements that are not supported by the data. The seventh section, which is the figure and the tables, and the third main section for the statistical report. In this section, we put all the figures and tables that are related to our survey. In tables, only enter numbers which are really informative. Don't use too many decimal digits and turn it to integers. In figures and tables, you should be short as possible, but still make it possible to understand what is shown without reading the text. Make it clear to be easy to read the reader if it's a statistical or not. Usual figure the table and should be numbered, and you should only include it if they are mentioned somewhere in the report. Section 8 in the statistical report is the conclusion and discussion. The executive summary should summarize all the main points discussed in the report, including the methods, key results, and conclusion or recommendation. The executive summary should ideally be limited to 1 or more 2 pages. It should highlight the key messages that decision makers will need to know, but not necessarily to every result that is a statistical figure. Don't put more results than not. Section 9, or the final section in the statistical report, is the appendices. The survey questionnaire should always be included in the appendices. The appendices may also contain detailed technical information about the survey methodology, collection process, data processing, and analysis technique. Appendices commonly contain a glossary of technical terms and abbreviations. Alternatively, a glossary and abbreviations can be provided at the front of the document to introduce and explain technical terms for the reader. Here we introduce to you the most features for the perfect statistical report and also the sections that should be included in the statistical report. In the second chapter, we will mention to the most important techniques for the statistics that can be used in your statistical report and how to comment on the results for a statistical report. So you should answer the questions that it's for this part. Then we will continue in the next lecture. Thank you.